but I think we are watching the greatest Knick ever to play in that Knick uniform. I firmly believe that.
Last season, Jalen Brunson was the nightmare every single defender feared in those final 5 minutes. When the game got tight and the pressure started to rise, he was ice cold. He was the closer who turned your team's hope into heartbreak. If Brunson had the ball late, you knew the game was over. That is why he locked down the Clutch Player of the Year award without any question. But this season, oh man, he is not waiting for crunch time anymore. Brunson is bringing that same killer instinct straight from the tip-off. He is dropping buckets and setting the tone from the very first quarter. It's not just about showing up late anymore. He is dominating the game all night long. And here's the big twist. This is not just a breakout story. This is a total evolution.
I don't have to guard guys like Jalen outside of maybe on a switch, so maybe you can speak to this more than I can, but his ability to be so physical and relentless with his drives and then on a moment just shift into, and I'm not saying it's flopping, but like initiate contact and then just like accentuate the contact.
Brunson was already an all-star, already all-NBA, and already one of the league's most trusted guards, yet somehow he has found a whole new gear. Even without huge size, crazy speed, or a massive jump, Brunson keeps finding new ways to beat defenders. His footwork is sharper, his choices are smarter, and his control of the game is like a doctor. Those small gains have been piling up, and now they are exploding into something very special. Jalen Brunson is not just a very good player anymore. He is entering that rare spot where his brain and skill beat any physical power. This is not some random hot streak. These are not just better numbers. This is a total change. It is a shift in how he runs the floor and beats every team. Now let us look at the numbers because they do not lie. Last year, Brunson scored 26 points and had 7.3 assists per game. He shot almost 49% from the floor and was super efficient. He was one of the most steady guards in the game. But this season, he is really leveling up. Brunson is scoring 29.1 points per game, which is 7th in the whole NBA. That is not just a small gain, that is being the best. Even though Jalen's shooting is still great, his assists went down just a little bit. They went from 7.3 to 6.6 per game. But here's the thing, that drop is not a mistake, it is a choice. Brunson is looking for his own shot on purpose now. He is in full attack mode and is going for the win instead of just passing to others.
You know, he knows what he likes on the court, where he wants to get to, but I really think it's the will to win and want to win the game that he turns up another level because he doesn't want to lose. So, it's great to watch, and glad he's on my side.
That is the big shift between being an all-star and becoming a top 10 player in the whole league. Based on his huge numbers and how he runs the floor, Brunson has crossed that line for real. One big reason for this change is the new head coach. Tom Thibodeau is out and Mike Brown is in, bringing a whole new energy to the team. Brown came in with a very clear plan. He wants the team to play faster, move smarter, and keep the floor open. Under Mike Brown, Brunson has been let loose. He is scoring more and playing smarter with amazing skill. He is hitting career-high points while shooting a wild 54.6% from inside and a smooth 37.4% from deep. He is doing all of this while taking even more shots than before. That is elite basketball. Brown's system loves fast play and movement without the ball, and that has unlocked a new level for Brunson. He is attacking before the defense can even move.
I mean, he just knows the ins and outs of the game, knows how to get to a spot. He's physical. He can knock down shots at a high level. So, all of those things make him a really tough guard. And so it takes a group to guard him.
He is finding open lanes, cleaner looks, and punishing anyone who dares to overplay him. It is like watching a chess master run a fast break. He's always 2 steps ahead. Now compare that to last season's setup under Thibodeau, where the entire offense leaned heavily on Brunson's shoulders. Early in the year, it worked perfectly, especially with the Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns pick and roll, which was one of the most efficient plays in the league. It averaged a scorching 1.22 points per direct play. But once February hit, that efficiency started sliding, dropping all the way to 0.88 as defenses caught on. Teams began throwing wings at Brunson, switching bigs on a Josh Hart, and daring New York secondary players to make something happen. And when they could not, everything stalled. Under Tom Thibodeau, there was never a real counter when defenses started locking in. Too often, Jalen Brunson had to save broken plays at the end of the shot clock, forced to pull something out of nothing. That same problem carried straight into the playoffs, where teams came in with one clear mission: get the ball out of Brunson's hands. They blitzed him the second he crossed half court, trapping him early and daring the rest of the Knicks to make a play. Even when Brunson made the right read and passed it out, it usually ended with busted possessions and rushed shots.
Obviously, Jalen is playing at a more than an all-star level this year. So, well, he can't beat you. And we've seen that in the fourth quarter this year in a lot of the Knicks games where he's erupted in the fourth quarter. So
Tibbs put a massive ball-handling burden on Brunson, and that ironically muted one of his most underrated weapons, his shooting touch. Despite being arguably the Knicks' best perimeter shooter, he was not treated like it. Instead of letting him spot up and drain threes, he was constantly pushed into tough mid-range pull-ups or last-second bailouts. He was carrying the whole load instead of being free to operate as part of a real rhythm offense. That is where Mike Brown stepped in with a simple but game-changing adjustment: get Brunson off the ball more. Instead of having him dribble the air out of it, Brown built movement and flow around him. Now, Brunson's time per possession has dropped from 8.6 seconds to 7.8 seconds, and his isolation rate has fallen from 17.3% to 13.8%. That means he is still scoring and running the show, but within the natural rhythm of the offense, not against it. The passing numbers tell the story too. Last season, Brunson made 58.1 passes per game and received 72.2. This year, he is up to 63.8 passes made and 76.3 received. It might seem like a small change, but it is actually huge. He's touching the ball more often in motion and less often in desperation. Fewer late clock struggles, more ball movement, more rhythm. And that is just the start. Brunson's movement metrics are wild. His average in-game speed has jumped from 4.65 miles per hour to 4.99 miles per hour. That is a big deal over a full game, adding up to way more spacing, more opportunities, and total chaos for defenders.
Tough defending Jalen Brunson. If I'm honest, I actually prefer to defend him more in ISO.
For the first time in his career, Brunson is leading the Knicks in three-point shots. He is launching over 7 per game now. He is taking more than 10 threes for every 100 plays, which is up from last year. That shows a huge jump in his confidence. But the big secret is how those shots are happening. He is not just dribbling and shooting anymore. He is catching and firing right away. Brunson is shooting over 3 catch-and-shoot threes every game, and he is killing teams with a wild 67% score on those plays. He is even hitting 50% of his shots from the corner. Mike Brown's fast system has turned Brunson into a super tool. He is setting picks, cutting to the hoop, and moving all over the floor. He stays in perfect sync with the whole team. Because he is passing more and moving more, his shots are much cleaner. His mistakes are down, and his scoring skill is going way up. And here's the crazy part. He is doing all of this while still having the ball more than almost anyone else in the league. Even when Brunson beats someone one-on-one, which he has always been great at, he has more room to move now. He has more ways to make defenders pay. The Knicks are finally playing fast. They are attacking early and using quick moves to catch the defense sleeping. And Jalen Brunson is the engine making the whole thing go.
What is the highlight of my career so far?
You got a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot there. Whew. Playing in front of your dad.
That's every night.
I know, but I feel like that's a cool
accomplishment. No, I don't care about him.
Jalen Brunson is scoring smarter, faster, and with way less risk this season. The old way worked great. He became famous by beating defenders in the pick and roll and killing anyone who tried to guard him one-on-one. Whether they were a star defender or just okay, Brunson made them look silly off the dribble. But what really makes him special is how he changed his own game. You see, many players hate change when they are already winning. They stay stuck in the past. But Brunson did the total opposite. He jumped right into the shift. Instead of fighting it, he changed, and it turned him from a guy you cannot guard into a guy you cannot touch. He added new levels to his game and new weapons while keeping that same deadly shot. That is rare. Now, sure, moving more without the ball and better spacing helped him, but that does not explain why Brunson feels like a sure thing this season. It's like you already know he is going to take over before he even gets the ball. There's one big change that ties it all together. Once you see it, every number we talked about makes perfect sense. Last season, Brunson did not just show he could play under pressure, he owned the end of the game. The Knicks won 61% of their close games, which was 5th best in the whole NBA, and Brunson was the leader. He shot 51% when games got tight and led the league with 5.6 points in the clutch. He truly earned that Clutch Player of the Year award. That is not luck, that is a killer instinct.
He did it against defenders who were taller and stronger. Guys threw everything at him to slow him down, but he kept hitting back night after night. He did it in the regular season and the playoffs. Every time the lights got bright, Brunson got colder. He was a closer's closer. But here's the catch. There's always a cost for being that great. When your team always needs you to save them and drag them to the finish line, it wears you down. That is why Brunson's change matters so much. This season, he's finding ways to win without having to save everyone by himself. When your whole team needs late-game magic, the room for mistakes is very small. If the shots stop going in, everything falls apart. That is exactly how the Knicks lived last year, surviving only on Jalen Brunson's late-game heroics. But this year, Brunson flipped the whole story. Instead of scaring teams in the final minutes, he's hunting them early. He's taking control from the very first play and never letting go. Because of that, the Knicks do not need miracle finishes anymore. Brunson is scoring a wild 10.6 points per game in the first quarter. That is the second most in the entire league, only behind Luka Doncic. And Luka has even played fewer games.
Luka's even played fewer games.
He's a good dude off the court, you know what I mean? So he comes there, and then he just put the city on notice, like, nah, this is my shit. And then he's killing, dropping crazy numbers, playing with him. It's fun to play with.
From the very start, Brunson sets the tone. He forces defenses to panic and puts teams in total chaos before they can even get ready. He wins games early, making sure New York is in control long before the end. You could see it clearly in the big NBA Cup game against Toronto. Brunson went totally crazy. He scored 35 points in total, and 20 of those were in just the first quarter. While the other Knicks were having a hard time, Brunson refused to let the game go. He kept the team close by hitting tough shots and bringing the energy. Once his teammates got hot, it was over. The Raptors never had a chance. New York won 117-101, and the game felt over before halftime. By attacking early, Brunson helps the Knicks avoid a lot of scary late-game stress. They're not just trying to survive anymore. They are in charge. They pick the speed and the pressure way before those last 5 minutes even start. But do not be fooled. That late-game killer is still inside him, just waiting for his turn. Just look at the recent game against the Pacers. New York was missing players and fighting hard to stay in the game. As usual, Brunson started fast. He had 10 points in the first quarter to set the tone again, but the game stayed close, with Indiana leading at the end. Brunson only made one basket in the final part of the game until it mattered most. With only 4.4 seconds left, Brunson hit a cold-blooded three-pointer right over Andrew Nembhard. That shot won the game 114-113 for the Knicks. He is the same brave finisher and the same killer, just with a new plan. Brunson is still breaking hearts, but now he does it from the start to the finish. Now we are looking at a player who is the master of the whole game. Jalen Brunson can win early, take away pressure late, and still finish like a pro when things go wrong. Most players need a mess to prove they are good, but the best ones make sure there is no mess at all. That is the level Brunson is at now. He's not just saving the Knicks anymore, he's stopping them from ever needing to be saved. He's calm like an old pro and sharp like a killer, doing whatever the game needs. You could call Brunson a unicorn, but not like the NBA usually says it. Usually, a unicorn is a 7-foot guy who moves like a small guard, but Brunson is a different kind of rare. The league has spent years moving away from players like him, small guards who use their brain and toughness instead of just being fast and jumping high. There was a time when guys like that were the best. Think about Allen Iverson or Isaiah Thomas, but the NBA changed. Teams started looking for size and long arms. Most teams want tall guards who are at least 6'6". Some teams don't even have a starter under 6'5". In that kind of league, a guard like Brunson, who is barely 6'2" and not super fast, is very rare. And that is why his rise is so special. That is why he fell all the way to the 33rd pick in the 2018 draft, even after winning 2 college titles and being the best player in the country. His record looked like a superstar, but scouts kept doubting him. They doubted his speed and his ability to lead an NBA team. Even Dirk Nowitzki said later he was not sure Brunson could be the main star of a team. But here we are, watching him prove every single doubter wrong with one amazing game after another.
JB's put a lot of time and work into understanding how to play with leverage, understanding how to get defenders,
When Jalen Brunson left Dallas in 2022, many people thought it was a big risk. But since he got to New York, he has proved he is a superstar. In his 4 years with the Knicks, Brunson has scored at least 24 points every single game. For the last 3 years, he has stayed above 26 points. That is amazing play. Right now, he is scoring a huge 29.1 points per game. He is one of the top scorers in the whole NBA. Only 6 players in the league score more than him. And here's the crazy part. 4 of those players are huge giants compared to him. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Giannis, Luka, and Jalen Brown are all 6'5" or taller. The only 2 guards as small as Brunson who scored this much are Tyrese Maxey and Donovan Mitchell. Both are 6'2", but even they have super speed and jumps that Brunson does not have. Maxey is one of the fastest players ever. Mitchell can jump so high for big dunks, yet somehow Brunson is right there with them. He scores nearly 30 points a night with great skill. He does it without being fast, jumping high, or being tall. That is what makes him special. He is the smallest player in his group. He's the least fast athlete there. Still, he beats defenses made to stop bigger and faster players. He is not just playing, he is winning big. The way he does it is even cooler. Josh Hart said it best. He said Brunson uses his big brain to beat teams. He learns the game and puts himself in the right spot to win. That is Brunson in one sentence. He is a master at playing the game. His style is built on timing and control. He does not win with fast speed or big jumps. He wins by making defenders guess wrong. Brunson's slow and fast moves are his secret weapons. 1 second he is fast, then he stops quickly. This makes defenders freeze. That is when he scores. He stays strong even when people hit him. He spins away and keeps his balance while others fall down. Small things make him great. Quick head moves and eye shifts help him a lot. He tricks people into moving the wrong way. He does not need to run past you. He just makes you move first. That is how Brunson beats the Giants. He does not jump higher or run faster. He just thinks quicker and controls every part of the play. Then there is his footwork. This part of Jalen Brunson's game is better than almost anyone. Mike Brown even said his footwork is like Kobe Bryant's. It is very clean and steady. Every move Brunson makes has a goal. He does not waste any steps or get scared. Coach Darko said Brunson's speed reminds him of Luka or Jokic. That is a huge thing to say. Brunson has worked on this since 5th grade. He has spent years making his footwork and timing perfect. This kind of game stays good for a long time. It does not need a big jump or fast run. It works great against big and fast players. That is how a smaller guard gives nightmares to big defenders. He does not chase the game. He controls it. He picks the speed and makes everyone play his way. That is why Jalen Brunson is a real unicorn, not because he is a giant, but because he shows that skill and brains can still win in the NBA. His game is not just flashy, it is built on being a master of basketball. The individual stats are great, but the real proof is what happened to the Knicks after Brunson changed how he plays. New York is not just playing better, they are now a very strong powerhouse. Right now, they are the 2nd best team in the East. The numbers show this is not just a lucky run. The Knicks win much more now, jumping from 62% to 72%. They're on a path to win 58 games this year. Their scoring is even better now. Their offense score went from 118 to 121.7. This is a huge jump for a top team. This big growth does not happen by accident. It happens when the whole team gets better because of their leader. Brunson is that leader. He starts strong and reads the defense like a chess game. He turns every turn into a smart attack. The Knicks team score shows the story perfectly. Last year, they were plus 4.1, which is good, but not the best. This year, they look like a winner because Brunson made his own game and the whole team better. That team score has almost doubled now. It is at a big plus 7.7, which is the 4th best in the whole NBA. That is not just okay, that is how a team built for winning looks. When Jalen Brunson takes charge, the results are very big. The Knicks are 18-6 whenever he scores 30 or more points. Those are not just flashy numbers, they change the game. His big scoring nights decide who wins the game. It is wild that the Knicks look like the same team as last year. Both teams were in the top 5 for scoring after 25 games. Both defenses stayed in the top 15. The speed of the game is almost the same too. Yes, the team takes more 3 shots and goes to the basket a bit less, but the numbers do not look like a total change. Yet New York is 3 games better than they were at this time last year. Some of that is because the other teams are weak, but most of it is from small changes by Mike Brown. These changes fit perfectly with Brunson's new game. Brown told Brunson to shoot more when he doesn't have the ball. He put smart players around him to give him space. He also made a defensive plan that helps OG Anunoby and Michael Bridges. These 2 players are great at stopping other teams. These small changes made something big. The team is now balanced, fast, and dangerous on both ends of the floor. But the real difference is what happens when Brunson is not playing. When he sits down, the Knicks do not just slow down, they fall apart. Without him, New York drops very low in scoring points per 100 turns. They drop even lower in shooting skill. The offense loses its beat and the whole plan stops working. Now look at the other side. When Brunson is on the court, it's a whole new world. The Knicks go to the very top in offense and skill. They have an elite plus 11.7 score with him. Brunson is not just their best player, he's the glue holding the whole plan together. He's the reason the team keeps moving and the offense feels alive. The numbers prove it. The Knicks won 8 of their last 10 games. They're 2nd in scoring and 7th in defense lately. This is not a lucky guess. This is Brunson's work on the game. At this point, Jalen Brunson is not just playing basketball, he's showing what it means to lead a winning team. Every turn feels like it goes through him. Every big moment happens because of his choices. He is not just another star guard, he's the whole system. The Knicks feel different now. They used to wait for the end to win, but now they're a smooth and smart offense that attacks early. It all starts with Brunson's balance. He can slow down the mess until everyone else looks slow. That's when he hits you with a shot or a pass. Every move looks calm, but every choice is sharp. His leadership is like a quiet fire. Teammates follow his lead. When he walks on the floor, the whole feeling of the arena changes. Fans know it, the bench knows it, and the other team feels it. Defenders get worried as soon as he crosses the middle. They know something bad is coming. While people talk about size and speed, Brunson is breaking all the rules. He proves that skill is still the boss of the league. In a world of tall players, he's winning the old way. He uses patience and smart thinking that nobody can copy. But this version of Brunson is not done growing yet. You can feel it. He is still getting better. Each month he adds something new, like better passes or deeper shots. New York is rising with him. They are not hiding anymore. They are dangerous. Brunson's path from a late draft pick to a star feels like a movie. He was not supposed to be this guy. He's the leader of a top team and fights stars that look like superheroes. Yet here he is, winning with brains and timing. If the Knicks keep winning, he might be the MVP. He is the heartbeat of New York. Jalen Brunson has been on fire in the NBA Cup. He wasn't just good, he was unstoppable. For 4 games, he scored at least 30 points. He even scored 40 against the Magic. Then he beat the Spurs in a hard 41-minute fight. He took their best shots and still won. Just this week, he scored 47 points against Miami. Brunson is playing at the top level and the Knicks are winning because of it. They're the number 2 seed and want the NBA title. After losing last year, they are hungry for a win. When you look at the East, the path is open. Other teams like Detroit or Toronto are not steady. The Celtics fall apart if Tatum is not good. The Pacers lose without Halliburton. The Cavs are still trying to prove themselves. The Knicks are the ones to fear because they have Jalen Brunson. This is a new Brunson. He is a tone setter now. He decides how the game goes from the start, and if he needs to, he can win it at the end. But the big question is, can he do this all the way to the finals? Playoff basketball is very hard. Defenses get tighter and every play is a war.
History says small guards hit a wall at the end. But can Brunson be the one who changes history? Can he be the one who wins? Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Basketball Pulse.